weeks for Blackburn Rovers, of course, losing firstly to Hull City this past midweek, and of course, brand new signing Dylan McInday out injured, what could be a lengthy injury. And what else do we have to look forward to? Well, it's the visit of Middlesbrough. Once again, another match preview. Looking forward to Blackburn Rovers, of course, hosting Middlesbrough this coming match day, Monday Night Football. All eyes on this, and we'll get to that in just one thing. And if you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe to get your update. All things Rovers related, Championship related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Rooski, that's right. This is a statement, of course, fixture coming at you for Blackburn Rovers, and of course Middlesbrough. Both sides competing for promotion, playoffs, whatever you want to list it as. Of course, both sides trying to get themselves cemented in the not only the promotion race, playoff race, of course, to define their season. Basically, this all comes down to this big old game, a season-defining game, I would label it. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs, Patreons. Thank you for all of it. Of course, for behind the scenes, I really appreciate it. But anyway, let's get into it and start digesting the big one. That is this one. It is at Ewood Park. It is Blackburn Rovers taking on Middlesbrough over it at Ewood. Yeah. So here we go. Then, of course, if you don't know, it is going to be taking place at Ewood Park, which holds around about 31,367 people on a good day. Now, I do know that the Rovers board or the people behind the scenes have lowered the prices down for this one, so get your ass down to Ewood if you can. Of course, I can't. Stuck in the United States, can't be here, be there to cheer on the boys, but it doesn't mean you can't. So get your asses over there and support them. The loudness will get us over the line. Of course, back the boys, back the project. Of course, we need a response from the boys. Of course, Tony Mowbray is the gaffer. Capitano is Darren Lennon. The nearest match for us is, of course, Preston North End. The most distance that we have to travel, we've done this already, is Bournemouth. Last time around, we finished in 15th, 20-1. We were to lift the trophy at the end of the campaign, and 10th was my prediction at the start of the season. It may have changed a little bit, but we'll have to see about that. Anyway, see how that pans out. Let's take a look at, of course, the recent run-in for Rovers. It's not been great, has it? Just one win in the past 4 games for Rovers in all competitions. One win was against Cardiff. We covered this on the back of a stinker. It was an absolute turkey of a game up against Hull City. It is absolute turkey. It's definitely a turkey because Turkish owners just took over the day of that game. In fact, about 2 hours before the game it was confirmed, guess what? They rode into that with a new owner bounce, and of course that new manager, the new owner bounce, kicked off towards the weekend. Of course, did us another favour though, not only denting our hopes, denting Bournemouth's hopes in the process. So big result for Hull, shitty result for Rovers. I mean, just one win in the past 4, and just 1 goal scored in the last 3 in the Championship. And of course now it does look a little bit sticky because we're losing our best man. Diaz is off to bloody Chile this week. Stinker. Macandé been brought in to provide goals, score goals, picked up a stupid injury in that last game as well. So it doesn't look good on paper for Rovers heading into this game. The 3-2 loss against Wigan still hurts a little bit. And of course, but that last match at Ewood was also a 0-0 draw, clean sheet as well. But again, those 2 results, Huddersfield, Barnsley, were not the best for Rovers performance-wise. So really, at the last 5, I think we've been pretty garbage, and I'm hoping we can get back to winning ways and maybe a statement win against Middlesbrough. But it's going to be tough. We're missing 20-goal machine. A big brother, Brendan Diaz. He made a lot of Rovers rich. Rovers fans out there. I was not one of them. But if you are there and able to get down the ground and support the boys and start paying back a little bit of that chunk of rewards, get your asses down there, support the team, and maybe get us to like. Because if we can win here, we're right back in it. Not only if we win here, we dent one of our opposition's hopes of top 6. It also gives us a bit of a foothold into that top 2 spot, which we of course most. Desperately desire. Gallagher's got 5, Cadra's got 4, Dolan's got 4. We might see Dolan back, I don't know. We're definitely going to see Travis and Nyambi back featuring. Buckley's got 9 yellows, Lennon's got 7, Van Heck 7, and Travis got 6. A couple of red cards as well. Nyambi also. So this is my lineup then, of course. No Diaz, he's out for this game, he's out for the next one as well. No Macandé as well, not involved as well. Definitely, the rumour has it he was out for the season, but I don't know. Of course, I'm going to go Kaminsky between 6, Lenihan, Van Heck, and Wharton. We've got Idun on the left, Travis, Rothwell, and Naomi on the right, Buckaroo in midfield, Gallagher and Cadra up top. What else does that leave us on the sidelines? Butterworth potentially to come on. I don't think we're going to rush a signing in, are we? In the next 12 hours, 24 hours? I don't think so. So it's going to be these 2 up top. your best bet. There is, of course, Joe Rankin Costello to be considered. But to be honest with you, I thought he had an absolute shit game this past midweek against Hull. I thought he was at fault for the first goal anyway, and just looked well out of form, well out of whack. And to be honest with you, I think we probably would have best. I know it's easy to say this now, looking back on it. Probably should have played Buckaroo at right back. Of course, these are the games coming out of this game for Rovers taking on Luton Town this coming Saturday. Swansea City on Saturday the 5th of Feb. 2 tricky away games there. Again, seems as a defining time now for Rovers. We could, of course... There's a couple of people, pundits and fan channels out there who've written off Rovers. And this match here could be a defining moment, whether we follow what the pundits and all these critics are saying about Rovers, or we can win this one today, springboard into the weekend, and then try and make something out of this tricky run of games. Where we've got Forest coming up to West Brom, Swansea, those 3 right there. You'd be lucky to get 5 points out of those 3 if we're lucky. But it's going to be quite a tough old slog for Rovers, starting from here, basically. Of course, our opposition is Middlesbrough. Riverside is their venue. We took a point from them, but of course we took on a point from Neil Warnock's Middlesbrough. Of course, that has since changed to Chris Wilder. Johnny Howson, still the captain, I believe. The nearest match for them is Huddersfield, the most distant they'll travel. Also Bournemouth. Last round they finished 10th, 60-1 they were. My prediction at the start of the season was 8th, but I do think they are one of the contenders for top 6 at the moment. Of course, this is their recent run in. It's been pretty stellar for them as well. They've won 5 of the bouts at the very least, including an FA Cup match against Mansfield. Pick up back-to-back 2-1 wins over Reading and Blackpool on the road as well, and also picked up a couple of wins over Forest and Bournemouth, denting also fellow playoff chasing teams in the process. Kicking on forward, let's take a look at the stats. Crooks, though, this is where they might lack, and of course they've rectified this. Their goals area is concerned. Crooks has got 6 goals, Sproul's got 6, Watmore and Ikepazu's got 4 and 3 respectively. But they brought in Balogun, they brought in who else did they bring up top there? Connolly from I think Brighton perhaps. So 2 guys on loan at least, and they are Premier League standard sort of players. And Connolly's I think got off to the mark already, scored. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Balogun yet to do so. As for the discipline, 8 yellows for Peltier. McNear's got 7, Crooks got 6, Howson got 5. Crooks is the only red so far this campaign, not including Sam Morsey. Did he get sent off against us? But of course he's not long on the books. Of course, there's their lineup. That's what I think anyway. Lumley between 6, McNair, Fry, Jick Steele. Of course, we got Taylor on the left, Isaiah Jones on the right, Taverner and Howson, Crooks in mid, and Sporar. And I've got it to Balogun ahead of Connolly. But you don't know. It might even be Balogun and Connolly, of course, with Sporar dipping out. But yeah, so that's the state of play for the lineup. Let's take a look at their running out of this. Of course, taking on Coventry on the 29th of Jan, following that up with, of course, a tasty FA Cup match against Manchester United. Follow that up. Also, a trip to Loftus Road. Fellow playoff chasers as well. QPR, in fact, fellow top 2 chasers, you would think. QPR. Then they take on Derby. Of course, you don't know what you're going to get there. And then Bristol City on the 19th. Let's break down some of the numbers then, shall we? Of course, possession-wise, Rovers on the left-hand side in the orange, of course, Middlesbrough in the blue. When Rovers are in the ball, 43% of all the time is in the middle third, 28% is in the opposition third, and 29% in the defensive third. Meanwhile, Borough coming at you, 42% of their possessions in the middle third, 26% is in their own third, 32% is going forward. That's on the front foot there, guys. Meanwhile, of course, Rovers preferring the right-hand side, 40% of all possession coming out the right, 36% coming down the left, and we're 24% down the middle, of course. Borough preferring the right-hand side, also 40% down that side, 38% for them on the left, and 22% down the middle. Coming at you, though, let's take a look at the shot ratio. 57% of all our shots in the 18-yard box, 35% long-range cookies, and 8% in, of course, that Bradley Dakaroon area. Now, he is getting minutes tomorrow in the under-23s, we hope, which means he's about 2 or 3 weeks out from first-team action, and again, we'll need him if the likes of Macadey is not available. Meanwhile, of course, Borough's shots, 53% of all of their shots in the 18-yard box, 36% long-range badges, and 11% in the 6-yard area. Of course, our shot direction, we do that, prefer the left-hand side to the right, and of course 64% down the middle. Borough preferring the right to the left, and 61% down the middle as well. Let's take a look at, of course, the form then heading into this one. Rovers' form at home is pretty good. It is pretty good. Just one draw at the last 6 anyway, and conceded just 1 goal in the last 5 at home. So hopefully we can make it a fortress, and hopefully we'll be on our A game as well. As for Borough, though, they're also pretty good form on the road for them. So just 1 defeat past 6 for them. That was a 3-1 loss to Luton. However, they picked up a couple of draws as well. But a couple of back-to-back wins on the road. Three of the last 4 on the road have been wins for Middlesbrough. We'll elaborate on that and just how good that is in a minute. Of course, take a look at, of course, the recent form there. 38 times they've played each other since 1995. 14 wins for Rovers, 10 wins for Borough, and 14 draws. Just 1 win, though, in the past 4 for Rovers. We talked about that. 58% form against the Middlesbrough side, who won 5 on the spin. 92% form for them as well. Rovers' biggest win over Middlesbrough, 2-0 win. The biggest win in the Rovers, a 4-0 win. In fact, though, we've scored 34 goals compared to their 32 over the course of those 38 matches, which works out to be a 0.89 goals-game ratio compared to the 0.84 games-game ratio as well. Middlesbrough haven't lost in the last 8 heading into this one. Of course, the last 6, though. Now, this is the last 6 at Ewood Park. Rovers have just lost once against Middlesbrough. The last 6. That one defeat was in 2019. Britt Assombalonga, the goal-scoring machine. Love him, but he never actually signed for Rovers in the end. So that was a 1-0. In fact, all the last 3 have been quite tight. 1-1 lost, 1 drew, 1 for Rovers. We've only conceded 1 goal against Middlesbrough the last 3. Same can be said, though, for Middlesbrough. Conceded 1 goal the last 3 as well. So that's, of course, at Ewood Park. Of course, so we're pretty good at Ewood, but it can be tight. It can be very, very tight. Let's take a look at the last 6 then, or across the board. Again, Rovers edging it. 1-2 of the last 6 over Middlesbrough. 3 draws, of course, 1 defeat as well. We did play each other at the Riverside. It was a 1-1 draw. Johnny Howson getting an equaliser after Sam G took the lead. We also had double red cards on that one. Red card for ourselves, but a red card for Middlesbrough as well. We also beat them. Actually, in fact, we're unbeaten against them in the last 5 matches. Both home and away, so that's not too shabby as well. Let's take a look at some stats then for you coming at you. Rovers played 27 games so far this season. Middlesbrough played 26. On average, Rovers pick up 2 goals game ratio compared to Middlesbrough. They have more shots than we do on the night on average. We pick up around about 2 yellow cards apiece. They have more corners as well, usually in their matches. We're better in the air, they're better on the ground, and they're also better with a pass success rate. Let's take a look at, of course, what are we looking at here? Our home versus their away. Again, we average more goals, more shots at home compared to Middlesbrough on the road. They pick up more yellow cards on the road than they do at home, 3 to their 2. Again, they're better on the ground and pass success rate. We are better in the air as well. Let's take a look at some other stats and figures then, shall we? I think it's goals, right? Goals coming at you. Rovers scored 44 goals this campaign, 29 through open play, 6 set pieces, 4 counter attacks, 4 penalties, and 1 OG. As for Middlesbrough, scored 31 goals, not too shabby there. Must be spreading them around a bit. 18 goals through open play, 6 set pieces, 2 counter attacks, 4 penalties, and 1 OG. They have a conversion rate of 9%. We have a conversion rate of 15%. Well, heading into this one. Take a look at the goals conceded, though. Rovers have conceded more goals than Middlesbrough, 30 goals compared to their 25, which works out to be 23 goals on open play, 5 set pieces, 1 counter attack. So far, no penalties conceded from Rovers. Let's keep it that way. Coming at you, though, Middlesbrough have conceded 25 goals, 10 through open play, 7 set pieces, 3 counter attacks, and no penalties as well. But 5 own goals. What a whopping stat that is. Conversion rate of 9% apiece. On average, Rovers receive around about 11.3 shots a game compared to Middlesbrough's 10. Let's take a look at some other bits and pieces then, shall we? Of course, what we should expect from this game. Rovers' strengths: scoring chances, counter-attacks, creating chances through individual skill, attacking down the wings. We also create long shot opportunities, creating chances through balls, scoring chances, and stealing the ball from the opposition. Our weaknesses, though, defending against attack down the wings, defending against long shots, defending against skillful players, avoiding the offside, keeping possession of the ball as well. Our style of play is long balls, attacking down the right, taking a lot of long shots. We have a consistent first 11. We can be quite aggressive. We also like opponents to play aggressively against us. Let's take a look at Middlesbrough then. Their strengths are scoring chances, counter-attacks, and stealing the ball from the opposition. Their weaknesses, though, defending counter-attacks, avoiding individual areas, and avoiding fouling in dangerous areas. Meanwhile, their style of play is attempting through balls, often controlling the game in the opposition half, attacking down the right, long balls, playing with width, taking a lot of shots, aggressive. They have a consistent first 11 as well, and they also allow opponents to play aggressively against them. What we can expect, there will be a high number of cards in this game. Blackburn will score from, Blackburn will shown a high number of cards. Middlesbrough will control the game in the opposition half. Rovers will score as a result of an opposition error. Rovers will score from a fast break. Middlesbrough will steal the ball from the opposition. Middlesbrough will shown a high number of cards. So that's if you take from that one what you will. Here it is. It's the tail of the tape here, guys. It is a very, very tight race. Of course, Rovers coming at you in 3rd. Of course, potentially we could go as high as 2nd. Middlesbrough are in 7th. I think potentially to break into top 6 with a win against Rovers. Now, this is a statement sort of result game here. Now, it doesn't get much better than this. Black and white, as you can see, Middlesbrough are top of the form table. 16 points out possible. 18 there the last 6 games, of course. Not lost once. Rovers, though, coming to on the back of 1 defeat. 4% 4th in the table for them. 13%, 13 results. 13, bloody hell, get it right. 13 points out possible. 18. I'm just looking for Bournemouth. Bournemouth are down into 18th right now. That's where we're at. Of course, the home form, though, for Rovers still top of the pops here with 16 points out possible. 18. Of course, course, that draw was last time around against Huddersfield. So everything that's gone wrong for Rovers has happened quite recently. It's not like that draw or defeat that was way back when. It's quite fresh. It's quite, still stinks. I can still smell it. Still smell that fart. It's lingering. And that was, of course, the draw against Huddersfield. That was, of course, at home. Of course, Middlesbrough's home form is also pretty stellar. They're in third at the moment as well. Let's take a look at the away form then. Middlesbrough is sixth best on the road, picking up 11 points over possible 18. Rovers still good in third, though. And again, it still stinks. Is that what a defeat against Hull? I don't know why I stiffed my finger, but it's just the way it is. Of course, let's take a look at some other numbers in here for you. Of course, the most possession-based side is Swansea, 62% possession for them. Fulham, Sheffield United, Bournemouth and QPR make up the power five. As for the most aggressive, Rovers are up there with 65 yards, 3 red cards. Stoke, the Baggies, Bournemouth and Cardiff make up the power five. The aerial duels won. Stoke lead that one. Of course, Rovers not too far away. They are fourth best in that regard. Shots per game, though, Fulham lead the charge, 16.4 for them. West Brom, Coventry, Sheffield United and QPR. The pass accuracy sticks with Swansea as well, 86% for them. Fulham, 83. Sheffield United, Bournemouth and Peterborough make up the power five. Let's take a look at, of course, the other games. Make that a little bit bigger, she says. Make it a little bit bigger. Can we make it a little bit bigger? Can I make it a little bigger? Yes, we can. We're going to go for it. We're going to make it big for you guys if I can get there right here. And these are the games that take place this midweek. Of course, it is a mini fixture list. Of course, Coventry up against Stoke on Tuesday. QPR against Swansea as well. Luton Town against Bristol City. Birmingham against Peterborough. Nottingham Forest against Barnsley and West Brom against Preston. Those games are all midweek. Of course, the game of the day, though, is at Ewood Park on Monday, and it's not even fixtured in that graphic. Let's take a little look then, shall we? Of course, this is the tail of the tape in the table. Rovers are in third. A win for them could go into second, and that'll be outright. That'll be outright second spot in the table. So big opportunity for Rovers to do that. However, QPR breathing down their neck, and they have a game in hand on us and a game in hand on Bournemouth. Win that, they could go second themselves. That's, of course, a tale for another day. Meanwhile, Middlesbrough are in seventh. A win for them this week. They could go up as high as fifth. Of course, closing themselves on the top two. Of course. What about the goal scorer stats there? And of course, Mitrovic running away with it. Seven goals clearance over Brereton Diaz, who's in second spot. Solanke catching up with him as well. No Middlesbrough guys up there at the moment. As for the assists, as you see down the bottom there, Swifty runs away with there, 11 there. Fulham, as with Wilson's got 10. Giles, Thomas and Robinson complete the set. As for the prediction, I'll give you that in just a second. Of course, the bookies odds 8-5 is your Blackburn, 7-4 is your Borough, 9-4 is your draw. Could go either way. The bookies don't know. It does smell like a draw, if I'm honest with you. I think the Middlesbrough are slight favourites. 7-4. There's that slight favourites. It doesn't really matter. That means rat shit to me. I'm going to go with a win for Blackburn Rovers here. 1-0 win to take it at home. It's not going to be a stellar win, but hopefully it's enough to get over the line, and hopefully we can bring back the 3 points, and hopefully Diaz comes back uninjured against Chile. Of course, big week, of course, for watch-alongs. We should have this one tomorrow. Of course, that's on Monday, and of course on Thursday we'll have to keep an eye on our talent. Big bad Brereton Diaz taking on Chile, taking on Argentina this weekend, or this Thursday, so we'll be there as well. And of course, we'll follow that with Rovers against Luton Town at Kenilworth Road, where it's all on the line. That's it, my friends. Be sure to give the video a smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. We'll be back, of course, for some more action this week. Plenty of content coming at you, so make sure you smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, and I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is.